Hello students, today we are going to talk about the topic composition writing. A composition can be defined as an essay of moderate length, 200 to 250 words. It can be on any topic. In order to write a good and effective composition, you need to do constant practice. It should be kept in mind that writing is a skill which can be developed through regular, strenuous practice. If you keep the following points in mind, you will be able to frame a good composition. So, children, read good books, good literature, articles, newspapers, magazines, so that you have ample material in your head so that you can frame a good composition. So, children, read, and read. Now, the ICSE language paper deals with 5 distinct types of composition: descriptive, narrative, argumentative, short story, picture composition. Let's take them one by one. Now, descriptive composition is about describing a person, place, an object, an incident, a scene, etc. You should provide factual description in a way that it sounds interesting. Now, how do you do that? You write a composition in such a manner that you actually paint a picture in front of your reader. Okay, children, that the reader can actually feel about what you have said in your composition. In such a type of composition, your keen observation and attitude play a major role, because the more you're going to observe, the better you're going to write. For example, your grandfather, the cell phone, or a morning walk. Let's take this. Now, when you're writing about a morning walk, how will you begin? Now, you can either begin it with a quote, or you can write a general statement. So, we know a famous quote here, children. Does that ring a bell? Yeah, think over it. Yeah, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. So you can start with this quote, or you can say that a morning walk is a very useful exercise taken in the early hours of the morning. So either way, children, you can begin your paragraph. Children, you have to keep in mind that composition is to be divided into, yes, 3 paragraphs: beginning, middle, and end. So you can begin this with your quote or a general statement. Then you can go on by saying, it is time when the mind is fresh and the body is active. Okay. A morning walker takes delight in finding himself in the open on the familiar road at the appointed hour. I too go out for a walk with my parents. Sometimes it is calm all around. Birds, they are chirping, and I take exercise for a few minutes. And a morning walk is very important, and it makes early rising a regular habit. It showers untold blessing upon its undertakers. Then you can actually develop your composition saying that nature shows herself at her best around the morning, because everything is calm and quiet all around. The plants in parks and gardens and the dewdrops sparkling on the green grass soothe the eyes and the hearts. The trees provides us with oxygen. It gives energy to our lungs. The morning breeze is unpolluted, and nature looks fresh and fills our hearts with happiness. Okay, children. And you can always talk about that how morning walk is the best tonic for the aged and ailing person, and brisk walking is a useful and healthful exercise. Okay, children. And then you can go on and talk about certain things regarding this topic. Okay, children. So this is the way you are going to frame the composition. Clear, children? Now, children, that's the example of your descriptive composition. Write a composition describing the day when everything went wrong in school. Clear, children? Now, narrative, children, in this type of composition, you narrate some event or series of events. The emphasis should be on, yes, movement, time sequence, and concrete details. Okay, a visit to a hill station, a sad experience of my life. So when you're writing on this particular topic, children, how can you begin? Our school was closed for summer vacation. Okay, it was very hot. So my parents decided to go to the hill station, and I too accompanied them. So, how you packed your luggage and how you got ready for the journey, and the journey was tiresome, and then how did you reach there? And when you're talking about hill station, you would pick one hill station so that you can describe the hill station. Say, for example, we pick up Ooty. So you will say that Ooty is one of the best hill stations of India. It may be called the Queen of Hill Station, and it has many beauty spots. Then you would talk about the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the scrumptious food you had there, and the delectable dishes. Okay, children, so that readers can actually taste, so to say, that means feel it on their tongue. Okay, children. Then you would talk about that there was a healthy climate over there and how the summer was really beautiful. Then you would talk about resort, about your stay, the morning and evening hours, and then you would say a cool breeze was there, hitting you time and again, and how you felt happy in the company of nature, and then how long was your stay. So maybe a fortnight, and how that memory of the visit to that hill station is still fresh in your mind. So that is how you're going to actually write your composition. Clear, children? Example is your a few days before the examination, you found your science practical notebook was missing, and you panicked. Narrate the whole incident. The very word narrate shows that it's the narrative one. Now, argumentative, children, it is a type of essay that attempts to force the reader to believe your viewpoint. Remember that in an argumentative essay, you must state or view that whatever you feel about the topic, and you need to convince your readers that yes, I strongly believe so. So you believe in something and you're going to persuade the other person, and then present your case logically, support your argument with evidence, examples, and stories. Example, mobile phone, a blessing or a curse, or women empowerment. Now let's take this one, mobile phone, boon or bane, children. When we are talking about this, how are you going to talk about this? That the mobile phone has now become a need for all, from top level people to the bottom level people. Okay, earlier it was not a necessary evil, but now it has become so, keeping in mind the world we are living in. Okay, then it did not use to make any difference, but in today's time, cell phone is creating differences and impacting greatly our day-to-day activities, and it has become compulsory like bread, clothes, and house. So in the office we cannot miss it. Even at the time of sleeping we usually keep it near our reach. It has become the substitute of watch, and at many cases it has become our personal assistant. It just handles our all tensions by reminding, calling, calculating, note writing, messaging, etc. Children, now you don't own a phone, right? Because that's not an appropriate age. But then when you are given such a topic, you will write on it keeping in mind the experience that you have. That means people around you, your parents maybe, they have, mobile phones with them. So accordingly, you will write about this experience. Now, you cannot say that I don't own one, so how can I write on it? At least you're aware about it. Okay. Now, the children who are going to pick the second stance, that means they are going to talk about the evils. They'll say, in contrast to its blessing, the phone has brought many evils and bad practices in our daily life. We are becoming dependent on this device even to keep a small thing in our memory. Thus, our memory is deteriorating slowly. Its high frequency microwave are damaging our ear. This is producing brain cancer in small percentage. So, it has become curse for us. So, in this manner, you're going to handle the argumentative essay. Clear, children? Now, children, the example, watching television has an adverse effect on children and should be restricted. Do you accept the view? Express your views either for or against the statement. The moment you read this thing, express your views either for or against, you know that it is an argumentative essay. Now, children, your assignment. Write a narrative essay describing your experience of a 21-day corona lockdown, or men and women should have equal rights. Express your views either for or against this statement. Children, do one out of the given two, and that becomes a part of your assignment. I hope, children, you are going to do this. Okay, children? So stay safe and God bless you.